Again, that will help just build up the firmness of your skin overall, but in specifically, you want to target that thin area under your skin to avoid those dark eye circles.
Okay, so I don't know if he's suggesting to use that under the eyes. Don't do that, because the eyes are very sensitive, a very thin layer of the skin again.
Slice up a couple cucumbers. It is said that cucumbers have a stringent property that helps tighten up the skin under your eye.
It doesn't help, you guys. This is not true. There are no studies. Hi guys, today we're going to be reacting to a straight boy, a men's lifestyle YouTuber's skincare tips. The title of the video is Get Rid of Bags and Dark Eye Circles Fast, 4 easy at-home remedies. I'm very curious to see about this. But anyways, as I'm sure we all know, the girlies and the gays, we're all about skincare, okay? It's a really big trend right now. But with the straight world, they're just one step behind us for everything. So skincare really hasn't touched them quite yet. They're not familiar with it, just like they don't know what hair conditioner is or interior designing. They also don't know what skincare is. So I'm very scared, because also this is a series on my channel, and of course, as always, I have the Lord on speed dial ready to call him in case we need him. Without further ado, let's see what these tips are gonna be. I am scared.
What's up, you guys? It's Jose, and for today I'm gonna show you how to get rid and handle these pesky eye circles and bags under your eyes. And the first thing is to understand where it comes from. So bags under your eyes usually comes from stress, lack of sleep, bad nutrition, the weather, allergies from the weather, and just overall water retention. As for dark eye circles, the problems are a little bit harder to cure, but there are still ways to get rid of them, and this is usually just genetics, age, the thinning of the skin under your eye, and just other vascular issues. Now,
oh my god, period. He's been doing his research. This is the first time where I'm actually confident about the tips that he's gonna give. This is all right. All the causes about this, he knew.
And that here are a few tips to help fight those pesky bags. So my first tip will be to cover the basics, which are the obvious. First of all, you need to get enough sleep. This is a no-brainer, because that way you're not gonna be tired and stressed out the next day and reduce your chances of bags under your eyes. You also wanna cool it with the alcohol.
7 to 8 hours of sleep, ideally, at night, because it really is where your skin rejuvenates and heals itself, and it is very good for that.
If you're drinking a lot the night before, you're pretty much assured you're gonna wake up with bags under your eyes. If you cried, obviously, the night before, you're gonna get bags under your eyes. And also,
alcohol not only is bad for your body in general, but also is bad for your face. It will really age you a lot faster. Premature wrinkles with smoking and alcohol, they're just the devil. They are gonna make you age so much faster. They're gonna cause inflammation in the skin, redness in the skin, aging in the skin, breakdown of collagen, more acne. It really is why drink. Why? There's no point in it.
Cool history. Boo! Like, you know? Like, I'm not in geography anymore. Give me fucking wine.
I stopped when I was 18, and I'm so proud of it.
Bring down the salt intake and avoid any dinners with heavy sodium, because you're most likely gonna wake up with bags under your eyes because you're gonna be retaining a lot of water. So once you get those things out of the way, we can move into more instant abuelita approaches to fix these bags. My second tip to remove bags under your eyes are completely free. The first one is you can use tea bags, whether it be black tea or green tea. You're gonna wanna boil water and place 2 bags in there, and obviously let them soak. After a while, you're gonna wanna take them out and let them cool down. I recommend you put them in the fridge, because the cold bag's gonna help with the swelling. Once it cools down and the bags are cold, you're gonna wanna place them on your eyes for 10 to 15 minutes. And after you take them away, the caffeine should have helped with the swelling, and you should see a significant decrease on your bag. If you don't have...
Oh, okay, he's referring to the caffeine in the tea. All right, okay. For some reason, my mind was going to the epigalic anthocyangalate, so the EGCG, which is the main antioxidant in green tea. It does have amazing antioxidant benefits. There is also caffeine in it, and caffeine, yes, one of the best ways to temporarily, but most effectively reduce the eye bags. It's not going to give you any long-term benefits from it. If you do want to get long-term benefits, maybe he's going to mention it, so I will not tell you yet. But caffeine can definitely give you a very instant reduction in puffiness or in the darkness of your eyes in the morning, especially. So I sometimes do use it in my morning routine.
Tea bags, you can do the same treatment with cucumbers, and you've seen this done before. All you want to do is slice up a couple cucumbers. It is said that cucumbers have a stringent property that helps tighten up the skin under your eyes and remove those bags. Obviously, it supposedly also helps with fine line and wrinkles, which is why you see it in all the spas. Either way, for a fact,
it doesn't help. You guys, this is not true. There are no studies. Like, surely, even if they do have these astringent properties, if they do have these anti-aging benefits and whatever, it's because they maybe stimulate collagen production of whatever food they're trying to sell you on. You guys, you have to remember there are not many studies on this. We don't know how much of a concentration it is needed for you to actually achieve those antioxidant or those anti-aging collagen production or whatever it is levels, how often you need, in what concentration, and really to the extent of how it works. So that is why I prefer and I always rely more on my active ingredients, because they have so many research backing that up and the effectiveness on this. Whereas for natural remedies and foods and whatever, we really don't know that much about them yet. And most of the times they actually end up not doing that much for you at all. You could definitely spice up your routine if you feel like it's a little bit too basic just with active ingredients. I know that I love to apply other, you know, natural based products on them, but I don't solemnly rely on them.
The coldness of the cucumber will help with the swelling, so just cut 2 slices, place them on your eyes for 10 to 15 minutes as well, and make sure again the cucumber is cold, and you should see your swelling go down. And if you don't have cucumbers, you can do the exact same tactic with spoons. Just put 2 spoons in the freezer, let them get really cold, and then place them on your eyes for the same amount of time, 10 to 15 minutes. And again, you should see a reduction in swelling. Tip number 3 is to use a PMD tool. So I've talked about this tool before, and honest, this little tool is like a magic wand. This thing is a lifesaver, and it really helps clearing up your skin and just almost any imperfection. So basically how it works is the PMD tool technically buffs off a thin layer of your skin, activating cells.
The stratum corneum, probably. I've never heard of this tool, so I don't know what it does, so that's why I'm listening so much to this, because I don't know. But probably the thin layer he's referring to is the stratum corneum of the skin, which is basically just essentially the dead stratum of skin cells. So for example, with exfoliation, like chemical exfoliants, that is the stratum that you get rid of, and that is really going to give you that glow, that super glowiness to the skin that I love. But if you do exfoliate too much and you get rid of too much of that stratum corneum, you can also damage your skin barrier, which is going to lead to more redness, irritation, flakiness, more breakouts. So it's definitely an in-between middle thing, but I'm curious to see.
Cell regeneration and bringing forth healthier skin. So not only is this tool amazing for removing scars, fine lines and wrinkles, blemishes, acne, and other imperfections, but
well, don't quote me on this, but from my take of how this product works, I actually haven't researched into it at all. This is the first time me meeting this product. I feel as though it only buffs out the stratum corneum of the skin. The wrinkles are much more deep set. They actually go into the dermis of the skin, which is the middle layer of your skin, like the really deep wrinkles, as well as acne scars. All these are a lot more deeper for you to buff them out. You really need more active ingredients like a retinol. You can try microneedling professionally, laser treatments, ultrasound, radio frequency, that's more for anti-aging.
Helps with those dark eye circles, which is such a hard area to treat. Now the great thing of the PMD tool or the microdermabrasion system is that you can do it comfortably from your home in just a couple of minutes. Now to take it a step further and really fight those dark eye circles, what I'm going to recommend is for you to apply some sort of collagen building cream to build up that thin skin area, or you can use this collagen mask that PMD offers. Again, that will help just build up the firmness of your skin overall, but in specifically, you want to target that thin area under your skin to avoid those dark eye circles. Of course, I'm going to have a discount.
Okay, so I don't know if he's suggesting to use that under the eyes. Don't do that, because the eyes are very sensitive, a very thin layer of the skin again. You do not want to buff the skin there. That is just going to damage it so much. Also, that collagen mask, he was going well. I thought he was going to recommend retinols or peptides or AHAs, not under the eyes specifically. But in general, all these 3 actually stimulate more collagen production in the skin, and they do thicken the dermis. Collagen, that mask that he was saying, applying collagen topically is not going to do much at all, because collagen is actually a very big particle, a very big protein, so it will not be able to penetrate into the skin at all, like not even if it's broken down into some sort of way. So it's a lot better to actually ingest it, but even then we don't have many studies actually proving the efficacy. What you want to use is retinol, because see, if you are seeing darkness in the under eye, it probably is because your skin has gotten thinner with age, or just it was a genetic thing. So if you are seeing veins under the eyes, darkness under the eyes, you can also sometimes sometimes see in more older patients like the foot pads actually moving and like bumping out, and that truly only can be treated with, you know, surgery, fillers, Botox, and everything that. If you are struggling with veins and darkness, you can use products that will thicken that skin. So retinol eye creams, peptide eye creams, all these are going to be beneficial, amazing, we stand.
Tip number 4, we'll be addressing dark eye circles. Like I said, this one's a little bit harder than bags. Bags, you're just treating swelling. Here you're treating dark eye circles are caused from thinning of the skin, which makes the blood accumulation under the eyes more visible, hence you get that dark color. So it's a little bit harder to treat, but another at-home hack,
it can also be just like normal pigmentation, not necessarily the blood.
It's changing the way you sleep. So instead of sleeping on your stomach or on your side like you probably do all the time, try sleeping on your back and add an extra pillow. So that incline is going to help with the blood flow and avoid any blood retention or water retention under the eyes. That will kind of two birds with one stone. Avoid any puffy eyes and also reduce the chances of dark eye circles. And finally, tip number,
I mean, okay, but this is not going to be that effective at all. I would have loved for you to actually see recommending a vitamin C, because that is going to really get rid of that pigmentation. Also, once again, as I said, a retinol is also going to help with thickening the skin, so you are going to see less of that. It is also, on top of that, going to reduce that pigmentation that we see. Sleeping, the position that we sleep is definitely very important, so not to cause bad wrinkles and turn them into wrinkles in the long run. I'm impressed with these tips. Like the Iris videos, if you have seen them, I was shocked, like in tears almost. I have nothing to say bad about this. Like, he truly did his research on this. Like, I'm just adding other facts to what he's saying, but nothing that he's saying is that wrong. Y'all say, okay, you snap, honey. I don't know what happened to you in the years, because this was an older video than the ones that I reacted to. Probably aged like milk. You know, some people age like fine wine. Straight men usually age like milk. I mean, well, not to say that, because, you know, I'm a twink, and we all know the twinks age like milk as well, okay? We don't age like no fine Italian wine at all. Our shelf time and lifespan is basically just like after our 25s, we're basically dead. This is the life of the twink, unfortunately.
like I said, dark eye circles are harder to treat, but it's easy to fight and prevent. So on top of a collagen mask or collagen creams, what I recommend is for you to always use a moisturizer with SPF on it. So not only is a moisturizer just good for your skin to keep it healthy, but if it has SPF, at least SPF 15, it's gonna protect you from the sun's
SPF 30, I would say, to be safe.
harmful rays, which causes dark eye circles. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that helped you fight.
Yo say, I love this video. The tips were amazing. Let me get into my final thoughts and results with this. Yo say, no, I have to give you 10s when terms I do. Like, I'm all for the shade, I'm all for the dragging, where dragging is in order, but when I have to give you my 10s, I'm gonna give you them all. These tips were amazing. Yo say, you did such good job and such good research. Yes, you were lacking a little bit of those tips that I added to, but this was still a very solid video. So thank you for this. Thank you for educating your straight boy audience. These were at-home remedies. I just remember that. So it wasn't fair for me to actually recommend all the, like, the Botox, the fillers, and whatever. But definitely, if you still have tried all these and that I've talked about, and you are still getting those dark circles, then maybe you do want to visit a clinic and resort to more powerful treatments. So that would be a PRP, which is platelet-enriched plasma. So they basically spin your blood in a machine, they extract the plasma and the platelets, and then inject it in your eyes. And that is really going to stimulate that collagen production. It's going to build up that skin. It's going to reduce that dark pigmentation that you have there, reduce the fine lines as well. Another very popular alternative is like skin rejuvenating fillers. So like, for example, Profilo, that is a skin treatment. You inject it under the eyes, and it contains actually 20 amino acids. They are very essential. It also contains other vitamins, like it contains vitamin C, it contains retinol. And if you inject these kind of ingredients directly into your skin instead of just applying them topically, they're going to be a lot more effective and a lot more beneficial. You can also inject straight up vitamin C in it, or maybe tear trough filler if it's not necessarily pigmentation, but it's just a loss of volume in the bag area. So you have like deep under eye bags or tear trough. You want to fill that up and bring it up, so it is gonna in a way reduce the darkness that you might see, even though it's not really pigment. You really have to identify which of these two you have and then treat it accordingly. But these are some other clinic, more invasive, but again, more effective treatments than doing at home. Oh my god, I was so impressed. You say, thank you so much. Randoms to all that you watch, let me know in the comments, what do you think? I definitely have never made a video on how to treat eye bags, so this was amazing. amazing way to also educate on this. I loved it. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of these tips? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with him? Let me know what you think about it. But man, if this was a video that you saw me, then maybe you might have interested you into joining our family. All you have to do is subscribe and turn the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads. If you're all about acne, wrinkles, fine lines, getting your skincare routine down to the T, this is the place for you. We also react to skincare routines, so we would love to have you here. Mwah! And also, you want to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. Both of them are random. There's a lot more skincare you're not going to see here that you are going to see there. And you really want to just deepen the bond that I feel going on. You can also, of course, don't hesitate to DM me if you need any help, because I would love to help you out. And now, to our randoms who's still watching, you know what time of the video is now. It's time for the Italian word of the video. As this video was all about the straight boy reacting to skincare routines in the under eyes, the Italian word of the video is going to be sott'occhi, which is under eye in English. Man, excuse me, what do you think you're doing? You're not gonna click out of this video. What you need to do is click whatever it is you right here. Just gonna be as informative, informational, whatever this video is for you. But why do that? Remember to random and always be random. And I swear, click one of them too. Or, I don't know, I got nothing bad to say about him. So truly just click for support, period. Mwah! Click.